Hi guys, it's Nina from VR Focus, and today is a Thursday, so I'm going to be giving you the latest VR news. This week, HTC has announced that they've got a date for their deluxe audio strap. Acer has announced that they've got a new Windows 10 VR headset. You may need an AR permit to develop an AR game in the States. There's some games that are getting some new support and updates, and so much more. HTC Vive have announced their new Audio Deluxe strap. It's going to be available on the 6th of June 2017. So if you have been waiting to get a very comfortable, height adjusting, angle adjusting audio strap, you would be able to get it. You would get it for $99.99 and pounds, or 119 euros and 99 cents. You'll be able to get it on Vive.com or any other Vive retailers, and orders will start shipping in June. There's a new headset in town. Acer is working together with Microsoft and developing a new headset for Windows 10. Microsoft is saying that these are a new line of headset which are actually for mixed reality. So in theory, if you're developing a game or app for the HoloLens, it might also actually work for these new headsets. The Acer device uses inside-out tracking for 6 degrees of freedom, meaning that you don't need the extra boxes or any other extra add-ons, but we don't know if they're using motion control. The early dev kit has some problems, so if there are some ambient light issues, it might cause the screen to black out, but hopefully it'll be fixed by Christmas sometime in 2017. The price for the new headset is expected to be around $300, which is cheaper than the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. Speaking of AR, VR, MR, all these different types of realities, an AR developer is suing Milwaukee Park because he needs to get an AR permit. Wisconsin is one of the states in the US that is demanding a permit. The reason for this is because, as you can imagine, a lot of Pokemon Go players went to the park and they littered the place, they damaged the park, and the park didn't actually have enough facilities to cope with the large numbers of people that went to catch Pokemon in the park. The problem with this is that big studios like Nintendo would be on par with students and small-time developers. This case will pave the future for AR and VR, depending on the legal terms of what is speech or what is augmented reality. Is it a type of speech? We'll find out what the future of AR and VR is going to be like. EduBees has launched a new mobile app called Drone Pre AR that's compatible with 3 types of DJ drones: Phantom 3, Phantom 4, and Mavic Pro. Once you're all set up, you've got the app, and once you've got it connected to your drone, you'll be able to have the point of view of your drone, and then you can start flying. The aim is to collect different prizes and avoid different obstacles from 30 different obstacle courses. There's an option to race the clock, you can do it multiplayer, and there's a global high score leaderboard. So if you think you're the best racer, you'll be able to check and see with other DJ drone racers around the world. You can download it now on the Apple Store or on the Google Play Store. So we're talking about drones, we're talking about racing. What about Jedis? Have you ever wanted to become a Jedi? That might become a reality. Ultra Haptics have received a new boost of investment from 3 different investors of £17.9 million. Dolby Family Ventures, Corns, and IP Group have invested in Ultra Haptics. Ultra Haptics specializes in haptic feedback, so instead of using a headset or any gloves or any types of suits, you'll be just using your arms and your hands, and they'll be using ultrasound technology. So the future of becoming a Jedi might lie in ultrasound technology. Unity CEO John Riccitiello thinks that VR could be equivalent to the internet. At Vision Summit 2017, he explained to VR skeptics who weren't so happy with the sales figures that the VR industry generated $2.5 billion in its first year. He thinks it's a mistake to assume that both VR and AR could be dominated by larger companies like Disney. He explains that, for example, Supercell and Machine Zone in the mobile video game industry came out of nowhere. So there's a huge potential for other companies to literally take over this new area of content. Anything can happen. 3 things need to happen first. Prices need to come down, VR needs to become portable, and more content generation needs to happen. What do you think? Besides saying that VR and AR could become equivalent to the internet, things are also moving ahead with new releases and updates. A new DLC will be released for Rock Band 4, Rock Band VR, and SingSpace. If you've heard of this, you'll be able to get new songs and updates that are coming up. The SUPERHOT team have also announced on Twitter that they will be releasing SUPERHOT sometime soon for the HTC Vive. So if you guys are interested in time warping around on the HTC Vive, it might be coming out soon. Sony has released a new trailer for their new PSVR game, Farpoint, which is coming out on the 16th of May. R Factor 2, the racing game, adds beta for the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift, so there's another VR game that's coming out you could try out. Faliszek has quit being the face of Valve. He used to work for Valve for 12 years and has now decided he wants to change things up and wants to do something else. Nothing dramatic is happening here. However, we'll be checking up on him and seeing what he's going to be doing next in the VR space. What do you think of the future of AR and VR? Do you think it's going to be equivalent to the internet? What do you think Microsoft is doing? Are you going to get the new audio strap? What do you think about the new Acer headset? Do you think mixed reality and VR and AR are all going to be one thing? Let me know your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next Thursday.